their jokes are elite. Instead of sliding into a woman's DMs, they'll be like, no, send her a Google Calendar invite. Quarter zip men don't ask for your Snapchat, they send meeting links. But beneath the humor is something real. They're choosing discipline over dysfunction.
It's not cool to be uneducated, unruly, violent, and far too long that's been a trend and it's only been getting worse. So this whole quarter zip movement is to break that.
They're choosing aspiration over sloppiness. And they're showing that Black youth culture doesn't have to be dictated by rappers, gang culture, or the loudest voices in chaotic industries. You can be well-spoken, well-dressed, spiritually grounded, and still cool. That's why this movement feels bigger than quarter zips. It's funny and playful, yes, but it's also genuinely hopeful. It's a generation of young men deciding they want better and choosing to present themselves like they mean it. So quarter zips up, gentlemen.
Okay, so what do you all think about that? I personally liked it a lot. Now, I did hear people that criticized the fact that a lot of the individuals that were leading this quarter zip movement are not African American, right? You hear their accents as they're speaking, stuff like that. And then there are some people who talk about things like what they call respectability politics, that if Black people simply dressed better and spoke better, then they wouldn't be victims of racism and things like that. And so I wasn't really sure. I mean, I heard the criticism or whatever, but I'm going to give you my perspective on it, and I'd like to see what you guys think about this. Like, do you like it or not like it? Like, sort of give me like your couple, 2 words of just what you think about this whole quarter zip situation. Anyway, do you like it? Okay? Tara says she loves it. Jamie says I like it. Latasha says I like it. Wait, sorry. Latasha says no one should be criticizing this movement. Yeah. I kind of think it's interesting, right? When you have a scenario where it's like basically they're just saying we don't want to all dress like teenagers for the rest of our lives. We want to be seen as grown men, right? And of course there's other stuff, like I don't think you have to be carrying. I don't even know what the hell a matcha is. I do drink like mocha latte and I drink my coffee, and so I got my quarter zip in my coffee, but I didn't need to become an immigrant to do that. I just like coffee, and I think the quarter zip looks nice, and it's better than me showing up wearing. I mean, if I got a wife beater on underneath, would y'all like me better in a wife beater? Would that make me more relatable to African American people? No, that's silly, right? Like I like and what I really liked about it personally, I can only speak on what I liked about it, and we're gonna talk about the economic side of this as well. I what I liked about, I didn't give a damn where it came from. I just, Jay-Z went through a phase like this actually, where Jay-Z was like, I don't want to wear long jerseys anymore. Remember those, they used to wear those long jerseys back in the early 2000s? He's like, I don't want to do that no more. I want to dress like a grown up. I want to be a grown man, right? And because grown men get treated a certain way in society. If you are 40 years old and you're dressing like a child, 30 years old even, and you're dressing like a child, then not only is society gonna marginalize you, but you're marginalizing yourself. You're kind of claiming, unfortunately, that I belong at the children's table. I should not be eating with the grown men. I'm not a grown man. I'm a teenager. I'm a kid. A 17-year-old who is dressed like a 17-year-old who's sitting amongst grown men and grown women is not going to get treated like an adult. And so, in fact, when I spoke to some young men that were they were brothers between 16 and 21 years old, I said, how you present yourself to the world will determine how the world treats you. So if you show up and you're like, yo, man, I'm just out here, dog. I'm just, doing my thing. I'm just out here thugging with it, whatever. If you do that, then they're gonna be like, oh, okay, bro.